I'm Charity Lyons with Anteater Television and UCI Sports Marketing. We decided to do a feature on UCI Women's Basketball to get their thoughts and experiences about the last season. We were able to catch up with Coach Doug Oliver, Shireen Sutherland, Maximilian Onogumuho, Irene Chavez, and Mokun Fajimison. So please stay tuned to see what we have for you.
Hi, I'm Max Ritchter with Anteater TV, and I got a chance to sit down with UCI Women's Basketball coach Doug Oliver. Doug, how you doing?
Good, Max. Good to see you.
Let's get started and talk about last season. So, you guys only won 2 games on the road. What was the biggest struggle this season with winning these away games?
Well, winning on the road is difficult anyway, and the transition we had to make from losing 7 seniors the previous year was difficult. I mean, we knew we were going to struggle, but you know, it was hard on us to score the basketball. I mean, our downfall this year was the inability to score the basketball, and it really, translated into being more difficult on the road. To the kids' credits, they turned it around a little at the end of the season. We got to where we felt comfortable, but I would say that it was more early on lack of leadership, and then the inability to score made it difficult for road wins.
Absolutely, yeah. So just looking at your team as it is right now, how they were last season, what areas of their game do you think need the most improvement, and how are you going to attack that this offseason?
Well, I mean, right now we're in spring workouts, and because we struggle to shoot the ball, this period of time with the young ladies on the floor, we are focusing nothing but on offense. We're dribbling, passing, and shooting the ball with all the time we're allowed on the floor by rule. And it really has been paying off. I mean, I'm asking all the kids, all positions, to stretch their shooting range to three-point range. We need to stretch defenses so it opens up some one-on-one play around the basket, where I think we sometimes have an advantage with our athleticism and quickness at the basket, back to the basket, making plays one-on-one. But the only way we can do that is make some outside shots.
Hi, I'm Kenia Torres with Anteater Television and UCI Sports Marketing. I'm here with Irene Chavez to talk about her experiences this past season. So, Irene, in the game against Cal Poly, you led the team to victory. You scored 24 points, 4 for 6 in the three-point line, and 100% from the free throw line. Can you describe that game for us?
That game was really fun to play. I mean, playing Cal Poly is always a fun game to play, and so we just wanted to come out there and give it our all. And it was our breast cancer awareness night, so we wanted to look good and finish good, and we obviously did.
So what are your hopes next season?
Hopes next season is to win more games, to win Big West, and hopefully go to the NCAA tournament.
Now, Mo, you averaged 12.2 points per game and you averaged 28.6 minutes per game. You were probably the most consistent player on your team. Do you think that the reasoning behind you being the most consistent player is natural, or do you think it's like your team role to be the most consistent player?
I mean, everybody has a role in the team, and Coach O makes it pretty clear about what he wants you to do and where he wants you to fit into your role. And for me, at the beginning of the season, I was pretty inconsistent. So towards the end of the season, I was trying to work really hard to be more consistent. And I was expected to play more minutes, so that also gave me a bigger role. And so I guess that was what was expected.
It seemed that most of the games you won were actually at home. What's the difference between having home and away games for you?
I mean, when you play at home, you're used to playing on the court, you practice there every day, you're used to lighting, you have a certain pregame regimen that you do, and when you're at home, it's easier to do that, and so it's just a lot more comfortable.
And how important is it for you at home games to have that supportive fan base, like to have the crowd and everything?
It's pretty important, but I mean, honestly, we have our fan base is pretty good, where as we play other places, they're usually pretty good about following us there, so.
And what are your thoughts on your 2 seniors, Maximilian and Madeline, leaving this season?
They're gonna be missed. Matt obviously with like her athleticism and her ability to play defense, and Maddie was just a great shooter, so we're gonna miss them a lot.
Being that you've been here for 4 years, what can you say about this past 2014-15 season as far as like past years?
You have to kind of just play a different role. You shift from being like following and looking up to actually leading and, you know, making sure that they're looking up to you as well.
So can you expand more about this leadership role? Because you did have to step up like a lot this season. What would you say the most challenging part about that is? Was it them listening? Was it you having to think of things to say to motivate them? What do you think is the most challenging part?
I would say trying to think of things to motivate, you know, like everybody has their own drive and it's hard. I could say one thing that I feel is going to help somebody and then it's kind of like well, that doesn't help me at all, you know. So I always wanted to say the right things. I didn't want to get on anybody's bad side. I didn't want to look like the bad guy either with what I was trying to say, knowing like just by experience, you know. But they haven't gone through it themselves, so it's kind of, am I just, you know, talking to myself?
Yeah.
So I would say that was probably the hardest part.
And though you are leaving, are you confident in the state in which the team is in now? Are you confident that the players will be able to win more games next season?
Yeah, most definitely. The way they're working now in their off season, the workouts that they're telling me about, I'm sure that, you know, this is only going to make them stronger. They're going to get through this and then they'll just excel. So I'm actually excited to come back and watch some games as well.
Now, Shireen, in the final game, you scored season high of 21 points. What do you think about to get you motivated for every game?
My motivation is my mom. I want to do my mom proud, and I want to help my teammates. I know that a lot of people have told me when I get going, my teammates get going, and it's hard for me sometimes to get going, but I still think of I want to win, and I want my team to be happy, and I want us to go far.
Okay. And what are you personally doing right now to improve your game for next season?
Working on a lot of shooting, lots.
Lots of shooting?
Going to be more consistent shooting and post moves.
Okay, besides the physical aspect of it, mentally, what kind of mindset do you want people to have on your team coming into the games? Like,
I want people to be positive and excited. No matter who we play, I want everyone to be excited, be ready, and just think that, like, this is going to be a great game. We're going to go hard, and no matter what, win or lose, we're leaving it on the floor.
And looking forward into next season, what are your hopes for the season?
We're winning conference.
Okay, I like that confidence. All right. Well, thank you,
You're
Shireen.
welcome.
I'm Lyons signing off with ATV and UCI Sports Marketing.